In a stunning twist of political irony, the New York Attorney General, who made headlines targeting Donald Trump, is now under federal investigation herself. That's right. Letitia James is being criminally investigated by the U.S. Department of Justice. The charges? Alleged mortgage fraud, misuse of state resources, and possibly more. And while the spotlight started with one questionable home loan, this investigation could open a much bigger can of worms. Let's unpack this. Welcome to Nellie Miranda. The investigation kicked off after a formal referral from William Pulte, a Trump-appointed housing watchdog and director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency. He sent a detailed letter to the DOJ outlining alleged fraud tied to two real estate deals involving Letitia James. In short, he accused James of using false statements to qualify for mortgages that she may not have legally been entitled to, something that would land the average American in serious legal trouble. Let's start with the Virginia deal. James allegedly claimed that a home in Norfolk, Virginia was her primary residence in order to get a better interest rate on the mortgage. That would be a huge problem considering under state law her primary residence must be in New York while she's serving as Attorney General. But it gets even more suspicious. Two senior officials from her own office, yes, taxpayer-funded staff, signed off as a witness on that mortgage application. But it gets even more suspicious. Two senior officials from her own office, yes, taxpayer-funded staff, signed off as witnesses on that mortgage application. That's a big deal because if true, it could mean that she wasn't just bending the rules. She may have dragged state employees into her mess. And the Virginia case isn't the only one under the microscope. Investigators are also looking into an older property, a Brooklyn brownstone that James has owned since 2001. According to reports, there's evidence that she may have misrepresented how many housing units were in that building when applying for refinancing. It's stated as a 5-unit, but she claimed that it was 4. This matters for two reasons, because first, it's about integrity. Letitia James has been on the forefront of high-profile prosecutions, most notably the massive civil fraud case against President Donald Trump, where she accused him of inflating assets to get better loans. But now, she's facing eerily similar accusations herself, falsifying her own real estate documents to secure favorable mortgage terms. And if proven true, this isn't just hypocrisy, it's criminal. Second, anything discovered during this DOJ investigation, we're talking emails, bank records, internal text messages. This can be used to build out broader charges. So while it started out with the mortgage, the scope could expand dramatically depending on what they find.
You were with us, I think, the night we broke the news that there was a potential criminal referral or a letter about New York Attorney General Letitia James over alleged mortgage fraud. And tonight we have even more news. Fox has confirmed that the Justice Department has officially opened up a criminal investigation into James's real estate transactions. Jonathan, what of this?
Well, Laura, as you know, the key here is that once you start that federal investigation, there's a lot of people and a lot of powers that can be brought to bear. This is what James herself did. She, you get an arguably credible basis for an investigation, and then you just look at everything. And so the danger for James is that the Department of Justice doesn't just focus on the initial criminality that's been alleged. If they see other possible criminality, they're allowed to pursue that. And so she has a great deal to be worried about as they go through these records.
And just about 20 minutes ago, she was speaking. She didn't address the investigation itself, but she did attack the administration. Watch.
Either we fight for our democracy, my friends, or we lose it. It's tyranny or oligarchy, and I refuse to accept either option. And I will not sit idly by and allow them to trample on your rights. You elected me to stand up and defend the Constitution and the rule of law, not to protect and defend a king.
She did go on to say that the allegations apparently are baseless. So she addressed that after that. But she's worried, clearly. So she's trying to, saying this is all political.
Yeah, and amplifying your message doesn't improve it. And I think part of the problem here is that what her team is saying is really quite laughable. You know, her lawyer and her team came out today and said, you know, this is all revenge because Trump campaigned on pursuing his opponents. James ran for her office based on a pledge to bag Trump on anything. She didn't even bother to state the crime. She just said, I'll find something and fill that blank in later. And so it's just really otherworldly to hear her team now making that same argument. But she better be worried that these investigators might apply the Letitia James standard, because her view was anything filed under your name is yours.
Letitia James is fighting back hard. She's calling the probe politically motivated and insists that she did nothing wrong. She's hired Abby Lowell, a high-powered defense attorney best known for representing Hunter Biden. Her lawyer, Abby Lowell, issued a statement dismissing the claims as baseless and retaliatory, arguing that this is just payback for her role in prosecuting Trump. But even with that defense, the facts are what matter here, and the DOJ is clearly taking it seriously. And again, here's what's really making people mad. New York taxpayers may end up footing the bill for James' legal defense. Buried in the state's latest budget is a provision allowing up to $10 million in taxpayer funds to defend public officials, even if their legal issues stem from personal misconduct. So while average New Yorkers are struggling with rising rents, inflation, they may now be covering legal fees for someone under federal investigation. This is utterly ridiculous. So here's the takeaway. Letitia James is in hot water, and this isn't just smoke. The DOJ doesn't launch criminal investigations lightly. Between questionable mortgages, staff involvement, and the potential misuse of taxpayer money, this case could reshape everything we thought we knew about one of the most powerful legal figures in the country. What do you think? Should she step down while under investigation, or will this be swept under the rug like so many other political scandals? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Obviously, to me, it's not coming fast enough. I wish they can speed this up a little bit faster. But anyways, if you found this video valuable, hit the like button, subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.